Hello and welcome to Afterlife Topics. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel or becoming a patron at patreon.com/Afterlife Topics. Hello everybody, welcome to Afterlife Topics and Metaphysics. This is your host Cyrus, and on this video we're going to look at the Kecksburg UFO incident, which one of the members of our group, Travis, he suggested I use the dowsing rods to look into this and see if it spelled any information out. So if you have not been following this channel, I began using dowsing rods only a couple of months ago and discovered an extraordinary communication with a entity, but I should say woman, named Laurina, and she provides me messages in other languages, recipes, book recommendations, and these all get spelled out using an alphabet while I hold the copper rods, basically just going through the alphabet and finding each letter. It's a time-intensive process, but to me it shows objective communications with an external intelligence and external consciousness, which is very, very interesting to me, obviously, because sometimes the paranormal world is difficult to grasp. Like it's always just out of reach or just slipping through your fingers. But now it's like I have access to something that anytime I pick the rods up and begin that communication, I get information that is objective to me. So my communicator says that she lives on what we call the sixth density, which would be the upper astral plane of existence. And from her position existing on that level, she also has access to a computer that she describes as a smart glass pad. So it's just a thin piece of glass, but it has access to encyclopedias of information concerning things across the entire galaxy, maybe even the universe. And generally speaking, according to her, technology on her level of existence is about 1,000 years more advanced than here, is what she says. So all that being said, I've discovered, if I have access to one of those computers through her, we can look up info about virtually any topic under the sun and get objective details about it. So on the forum, I actually have been going over a lot of the major mysteries, the JFK assassination. The rods spelled out that the JFK assassination was by Lee Harvey Oswald, and that she doesn't seem to think there was a second shooter, but she said it was the mafia who had hired him, and that it was the mafia going after JFK, a bunch of other subjects. Maybe I'll go over these in videos to come. I've posted a summary of those on the Afterlife Topics Facebook group for now. The point is that I realized I could slowly begin going over major mysteries and seeing what the answers are by using the rods. And so, again, my member of the group suggested to begin with the Kecksburg UFO incident. So this was one of the other major UFO crashes, along with Roswell, so maybe even the second most infamous UFO crash. So let's see what the rods came up with, and let's see if we can get some more information while I'm making the video as well. So you are watching Afterlife Topics, where we're going to tackle subjects like this. And so if this interests you, I encourage you to go down, hit that subscribe button. It's very important right now, because the algorithm keeps sliding down this channel in people's feeds and the recommended video lists and things like that. So YouTube doesn't like talking about subjects like this. Subscribing to the channel is a way to push back against that, and you get my videos in your feed. If they don't show up on your feed, because this also happens to people subscribe and they say, Cyrus, how come these videos don't appear in my feed? Again, it's the algorithm trying to push this channel to the bottom. So don't forget to just manually go to Afterlife Topics on YouTube, and you'll see I put up videos every week. And also, of course, if you want to support me directly and work with me one-on-one and join our private meetings, there is the patron community, patreon.com/Afterlife Topics, or sign up directly using PayPal, afterlifetopics.com/university. If you want to keep this work going, I do appreciate that support. So let's continue now with the Kecksburg UFO incident. So here's a summary from theclio.com. A small town located near Pleasant Township in Pennsylvania experienced an alleged UFO incident on December 9, 1965. The local radio and news stations reported the sighting of a mysterious object in the sky that had crash landed. They need an editor. I'm an editor if you guys want. Bring me on, and I'll fix these tense issues anyway. That had crash landed around the community of Acme, which sounds like a generic community from a Warner Brothers cartoon, but it is a community called Acme. And in retrospect, I'm thinking some of you guys in the comments would be like, "It's not crash landed; it is crash landed." Okay, I guess we can have a grammar debate in the comments. Well, I'll leave it up to you guys. Okay, reports quickly changed as people and reporters found their way to Kecksburg to see the fallen object and determine what had occurred. State police, volunteer firemen, and the military secured the wooded area where the mystery object had fallen before everyone else arrived. Many locals witnessed a flatbed tractor trailer truck carrying a metallic acorn-shaped object with odd symbols on it covered by a tarp. Military forces had taken the object to Lockbourne Air Force Base during the night. Then it was transported to the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, headquarters of the Federal Aviation Authority. The Kecksburg UFO incident remains a mystery today, surrounded by many different conspiracies and government cover-ups. So what we have here, there's a really good Unsolved Mysteries documentary about Kecksburg. So you want to put that in YouTube and check it out. Those Robert Stack old Unsolved Mysteries episodes were surprisingly high budget, and one of the noteworthy parts of that episode is it interviews people on the ground, and people who found the object said it was covered with hieroglyphics, and they couldn't identify these hieroglyphics as anything man-made. So pretty weird given the explanation that the government came out with later down the line, many years later, was a General Electric Mark II re-entry spy satellite. So we're also looking at the pre-modern era of UFOs. So in the current era of some kind of a slow disclosure rollout, these kinds of lame explanations, they don't really come out anymore. Now the government just says it's unexplained. It's a UAP. Back then, they had to come up with explanations. So we have a General Electric Mark II re-entry spy satellite, which looks, I guess, like an acorn, but not really. It's more like a spinning top. It doesn't look like an acorn to me. And here's an alleged photo of the Kecksburg UFO being shipped away, which honestly, like, if we're going to be skeptical about things, that looks more like an airplane, airplane propeller, or from a major like a 747 or something, right? That's kind of what it looks like. Like you turn it over, and you'd see the propeller inside of it, the rotor or whatever. I'm not an airplane guy, but that is allegedly a photo of the actual object being hauled away by the military. So this is where the rods come in. So I asked my guide, my contact, and now even I want to be objective about all this. I'll say my alleged contact, the communicator who identifies herself or itself as this woman who had passed away in Turkey in the 1920s. That's some of the info I know about her. To look up this info for me and provide me some information. So here's what we came up with. So what I got was it was indeed a piece of an extraterrestrial ship, but it was not a full ship, and there were no bodies inside of it. So it wasn't a Nazi, I can't say the things on YouTube, Nazi Bell craft, which is also something some people have postulated, that it was one of those secret German craft. So maybe it was spying on us and it crash landed, which to me is also not a bad theory. But she says it was not. She says further, what was recovered from the wreck was technology equivalent to what we would call a lapometer. And this is what she spelled out with the rods. And so I looked up to see what she was talking about, and I did get, let's see, Optic AL118 lapometer. And this is a advanced transducer technology. Lapometer is a precision microprocessor controlled instrument. The AL118 uses a rotating base to gauge both bases and cross curves ranging from plus 25 to negative 12 diopters. With the optional adapter, the AL118 can also be used to gauge generated curves on a blocked lens. It seems to be related to optics. So interesting. Not my field. This kind of super techie stuff kind of, confounds me and also interests me at the same time. Maybe I'd go back to school and do something in the tech field if I were inclined in that area. But very interesting to me. So what she's saying is that the technology recovered from the crash was equivalent to like a lapometer. So it was, something in the 1960s that was well ahead of its time, probably reverse engineered and dispersed into our technology to maybe give us a boost. So that was the major discovery that the scientists found in that piece of wreckage. So now I wanted to ask about the actual species that crash landed, who they were, what they were. Here's what we found. Oh, I'm sorry, let me continue first. I then asked, where is this wreckage now? And she spelled out the name of a large European military base. And again, she spelled it out exactly, perfect spelling of the name of the base, which when I looked it up. And I'm not going to repeat it here because I realize if I am connecting to a multi-dimensional line of communication, then I'm actually bypassing all security agencies of the planet. I'm pretty much a one-man security operation now when this information comes up objectively, and I'm no fan of the deep state. But one, I don't want men in black knocking on my door if I do disclose a secret like this, and number two, to be fair, again, while I hate the deep state operations, there's other deep states that are even worse. Let's say China. So what if China finds out that I'm spilling secrets, and what if that wreckage still has technology that could be used against peace-loving Western countries, and then China wants to acquire it, and I spill the beans of where it's being hidden at? Yeah, that wouldn't necessarily be good. So I'm just going to say a large European military base is where it is currently being kept at. See, I'm doing my July 4th patriotic duty and supporting the evil powers that be by not revealing all their secrets. But I'm being sarcastic, though. I am serious. I don't, it's not like going to rock your world if I revealed the name of the base the Rod spelled out. If the communication is even accurate, I believe it is. Okay, so now the name of the species, of the ET species, she described them as, the name is the Tokano. So the location is a star near our constellation of Leo. So the species is called Tokano. The appearance is that they have mild pores all over their skin, and they are about 7 feet tall, but human-like with pink skin like us and larger eyes. So that doesn't sound like an ET species that I've heard of or seen described. If you have, leave it in the comments down below. If you can remote view them, get any more information about who the Tokano are, might be worth it. She says they're pretty friendly and peaceful civilization. So I asked about their language, because you can look it up on her smart glass pad, the language that this race uses. So the Tokano word for hello is lomeha, which sounds pretty nice. Almost reminds me of aloha or something. But I guess when the Tokano says hello, you can say lomeha. A little bit about them. Next, I'm curious about the name of this Tokano home planet. To get a little bit more information again about the ET species. But I've saved this one and decided I'm going to do this on video and see if we can get the name of the planet. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. So hello, Lorena, are you with me? Again, this side is yes, this side is no. Okay, so the name of the planet, A to H, I to P. Okay, and I need something to write on, so let me just pull up a Word document real quick. Okay, so I, J, K, L. Oh, so the phonetics of the name of the planet begins with an L. L. Okay. Vowel. I'd like to buy a vowel. A. E, E, L, E. Okay. Vowel. No. A to H. Okay. So not A. B, C, D. No, ask again. D, E, F, G, H, H. I always do each one twice because getting false positives can happen. It's the main challenge with this communication. And so when I get a positive, I ask usually 2 or 3 times. So L, E, H. Okay, vowel. Vowel. A, E, E. 2 E's. Le, lehe. Okay. A, is there another letter? Yes. Okay. A to H. I to P. Q to Z. Q to Z. Q. R. S. T. U. V. V. Lehev. Okay. Vowel. Is there another letter? Okay. Is it a vowel? A. E. Try this one again. E. I. I think that was a false positive. I. O. U. 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 That's 3 yeses on U, so leheva, lehevu. Okay, and then is there another letter? Okay, is it a consonant? So wait, let me ask again. It feels like it should be a consonant just from how it's being pronounced. So is it a vowel? Is it a vowel? Okay, if it's not a vowel, it must be a consonant. Is it a consonant? It takes some diligence with these things, but when you learn how it works, when you can sniff out if the rod missed it, then it becomes a lot easier. Okay, so A to H. I to P. Okay, J. K. L. M. N. 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 Lehevan. 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 Is there another letter? Yes, there's another letter. Is it a vowel? Vowel? Okay, A to H. I'm sorry. Back up. It's a vowel. A. E. 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 This is a funky word, isn't it? Lehevuna. Lehevuna. Is there another letter? No. One more time. Is there another letter? Okay, so the name of the planet is Lehevuna. Lehevuna. Is that correct? Was anything in this spelling off, or did we miss any letters? No, so this is accurate, Lehevuna. So the planet's name of this Tokano species is Lehevuna. Okay. Marina, do you have any information yet about the climate of the planet? Okay. I'm going to make it easier and ask, well, actually, yeah, can you spell out the kind of planet it is? Arid, tropical, hot, dry, mild. Okay, A to H. I to P. I. J. K. L. M. M. Vowel. Vowel. A. E. I. I. Are you spelling mild? Yes. So a mild planet. So kind of like California then, or 76 degrees by human standards? No. So mild by their standards? Yes. So how many degrees Fahrenheit do you think it would be? By our standards, do you think it would be hot? Would it be cold? Oh, okay. So under 50 degrees Fahrenheit? Yes. Under 20 degrees Fahrenheit? No. Oh, okay. So by mild, you mean like between like 20 and 40 degree temperatures. Basically Minnesota. Okay, right. So we're looking at a mild planet. Is it a lot of like tundra? Yes. Okay. So what about like forest? Is there like forest and foliage? No. Okay. So kind of arid, dry. Yes. Yes. So we got information. We got mild, cold, arid, dry, tundra-based. And I guess finally I'll ask, is it a is the planet bigger than Earth? Yes. Twice as big? Is it more than twice as big? 4 times as big? 5 times, I'm asking, is it more than 4 times as big? No. So maybe 2 or 3 times bigger than Earth, I guess. Okay, so we have a large, arid, dry, cold, tundra-based planet called Lehivune near the constellation Leo, the home of the Tokano race, which was patrolling around our planet, checking our planet out. And one thing we didn't ask is what happened to the craft. Like, did it blow up? Did something bad happen to it? So bear with me, guys. If you're getting bored, just skip ahead on the video a bit and wait till we get to the answer part. I'm going to go ahead and ask one more time. What happened to this craft? Did it blow up? Maybe just spell out for me an adjective. Okay, A to H. I to P. I to P. Okay, I. And if you can stick to one word, because we're making a video, would be helpful. I. Okay, I. Is it still I to P? No. I to P. Q to Z. Okay, we'll start from there. Q. R. R. Okay. Okay. A to H. A to H. Actually, let me back up. R is the next letter a vowel? Yes. A. A. E. I. O. 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 A to H. A to H. A. B. C. Rock. Is the next letter K? Rock. Is the next letter a vowel? Is it E? Are you spelling rocked? Rocked. It got rocked. Do you mean that it was an accident? Okay, so it got rocked in an accident. And did the whole vessel crash, or just? Let me ask. Did the whole entire ship crash? No, but this piece of the ship in the accident fell off. Was it? Did our military shoot it down? Ask again. Did we shoot it down? No. So it got rocked, which I guess he's just saying, it got messed up, rocked in an accident, or something happened to it. It sounds like some kind of miscalibration or a mistake that they made. So it was an accident and not shot down. So let's just review the notes before we finish up. So we're looking at the Tokano race from the planet Lehevune, which is a mild, cold, arid, dry, tundra-based planet, about 3 or 4 times bigger than planet Earth. They were patrolling our system, got rocked in an accident, wasn't shot down, a piece flew off, and then, to go back to the PowerPoint, piece flew off, technology was confiscated and used out of it, which appeared to be advanced optical technology. It's currently stored at a large European military base, and their planet is near the constellation Leo. So there you go. Is that all the information about the this famous Kecksburg UFO crash? It was not a General Electric Mark II spy satellite. It was all this. So what do you guys think in the comments down below? Is this now case solved? Is there more to the story? Do you think that Laurina is giving an accurate assessment? Personally, it makes a lot of sense to me. Nothing about that is particularly surprising. If we were to just learn about a random ET race, I think there's so many out there. It seems perfectly plausible to me. I'm curious if in ET lore anyone has ever seen this particular race, but very interesting. And and then we can't forget, we can learn one piece of their language, which was Lomeha. So I don't know if Lomeha can also be used for goodbye, but I bid you all Lomeha, and have a nice rest of the day and a happy 4th of July. So until next time, this is Cyrus, and see you on the next video, where I think we can probably just keep utilizing this to uncover all the great mysteries of the world. Not bad for a tiny YouTube channel that only you and a few thousand people know about, right? So pretty cool. Okay, I'll talk to you guys next time.